everyone, I'm Georgia and this is The Sound of Georgia. And this is the last video of 2020. Today I'm going to be going through all the musicals I have seen and telling you my favourite song from each of them. Very quickly, just like that. Sort of. It will be just like that, but as far as the musicals we're looking at, a little different. It is all the musicals I have seen on the stage except Mamma Mia, because Mamma Mia is the jukebox musical, and as such the question is pretty much what's my favourite ABBA song. So it's 10 of the 11 musicals I have seen, not including Mamma Mia, but also including Hamilton, because I can't leave out Hamilton. So let's get going. I randomly decided to go in alphabetical order, so first up is Annie, and my favourite song in Annie is Tomorrow. Second on the list is Dirty Dancing. Did they add any new songs for this one? I can't remember. Honestly, this one was kind of underwhelming. Either way, favourite song would be I've Had the Time of My Life. Moving on to Grease. This one's a little hard because I did Grease in year 11. It was our play for the year. So there's a lot of sentimentality and nostalgia attached to it. So as far as that goes, my favourite song is Beauty School Dropout, just because that was such an awesome scene to perform and it's drilled into my brain forever and ever and ever. But probably my favourite song would be We Go Together. Next up is Hairspray, and my favourite song in that one is Without Love. So the only one I haven't seen at the theatre, Hamilton. Can't leave it off because it is my everything. And if you've been watching for a while, you know that it's virtually impossible for me to pick a favourite here. But I think I can narrow it down to a top 3, which regarding Hamilton is a big deal. For the most part my favourite's Burn, but my top 3 would be Burn, Alexander Hamilton and Who Lives Who Dies Who Tells Your Story. But not necessarily in that order. Similarly with Legally Blonde, I can't really pick a singular favourite, so it's a two-way tie between Legally Blonde and Find My Way. Both of these songs get me rather emotional, and they both get stuck in my head quite a lot. Love Never Dies, well, my favourite song in Love Never Dies is actually that tiny bit Meg has in 10 Long Years. Not necessarily the song as a whole, but just Meg's little bit at the end. So as far as a specific song goes, it would be the title one, Love Never Dies. So next is Mary Poppins. Obviously I am referring specifically to the stage version here, not the film. And my favourite song would be Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious. My Fair Lady is up next, and my favourite is hands down Shy Me. That's right, Eliza, put Freddie in his place. He's so boring. On to Sound of Music, and once again we are specifically talking about the stage version, not the film. But it doesn't really make a difference this time. My favourite is still the same. It's the title song, and the stage version has that awesome verse at the beginning that was cut. It's really good. I know why they cut it for the film, but it's still absolutely beautiful. If you haven't listened to the full version of that song from the stage version, I suggest you do that. Also, I just have to throw an honourable mention in there to Maria. No, the song is not called How Do You Solve a Problem Like Maria, it's just called Maria. And yes, I have to throw it in there for an honourable mention because that was my everything when I was a kid. It was my favourite song as a kid. And finally, Wicked. This one is interesting because I saw it a decade ago. Good lord, I feel old. And back then, if you had asked me my favourite song, it would have been radically different to what I'm about to say. If you had asked me back then what was my favourite song from Wicked, I would have said Popular. Now I'm going to go with For Good. And so that's all the songs from all the shows. But I just have to say thank you. In the past month, I hit 100 subscribers, and that means so much to me. I've gained 8 in the past month alone, and that means so much to me. I didn't even notice it happen. One day I looked and it was at 98, and then the next time I looked it was at 102. And now we're at 108. And that means a lot to me. So, thank you. I've got a lot planned for next year. Obviously, this world's current state willing, I'll be going to see Hamilton. So there will definitely be a review, but also hopefully some kind of vlog, like I did with The Cursed Child. Got a lot of Julie Andrews history videos coming up next year, and a lot of them are for my not so favourite movies. But I know a lot of people like Princess Diaries, so thank you all so much. It means a lot to me. I know this year has been disastrous, but I hope you have all had as good a year as you can. So feel free to like and subscribe, and I'll see you in my videos next year. So long, farewell!